Cars and trucks are getting stolen every day, and unfortunately the Toyota Tacoma is no exception. You see it all over the internet. Thieves are stealing Tacomas in minutes, sometimes right out of driveways and even dealership lots. So that's why I have installed a remote wireless kill switch on my Tacoma, so even if thieves get inside, they're not going anywhere. In this video, I'll walk you through the functionality of this device. I'll also do a step-by-step install so that you guys can potentially add another layer of security to your vehicle. This kill switch kit is by a company called 4122, and it works by replacing your factory relay and wirelessly blocking my Tacoma from starting until I enable it with this remote. Now, there's no wire cutting, no visible switches, no voided warranty. It's just an instant theft protection and peace of mind. Now, I'll go into detail on the install, but just to give you an idea of how it works, you replace the factory relay and you mount the control box here, you run some wiring to the battery, and that's it. The wireless version of this kit, which is the one that I have, goes for $179 on their website, and 4122 actually reached out to me and said that they would give you guys a 10% discount on this kit, and they also have a non-wireless kit as well. I think that one goes for $108. Now, you would have to run a switch through your firewall inside the cab, but if you want to go that route, certainly go that route. I like this one because it's just easy. I didn't have to go through the firewall, and it gives me a little bit more functionality with the remote to be able to turn it on and off outside the truck. So I will put a link down in the description if you guys want to check that out. I'll have the coupon code down there as well, so you can get 10% off. Now I want to demonstrate how this works for you. So I have the remote right here, and if I want the truck to not start, I would hit the off button. So this sends a signal to that control box which says deny the start in that relay. And so this is really cool because even if a thief was able to copy your key fob and get inside the truck, it's not going to start. And so they're not going to take the time to figure that out. If it's not starting, they're going to move on. So let me go ahead and try and start up the truck now, and I can show you how it works. Okay, we are inside the truck now. I'm going to put my foot on the brake, and it shouldn't start here. So you can see it does not start. Now, I'm going to turn it off. I'm going to hit the on button because I want the truck to be on. Foot on the brake. Start. There we go. What's great about this kit is that they give you two remotes. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to hide one inside the truck. They give you some Velcro to stick on the back of one of the remotes so you can hide it in the truck. And then I'm going to keep the other one on my keychain. And so that just gives me versatility to turn it on and off whenever I want. So now that I've shown you the functionality of it, let's go ahead and jump right into the install. Now here's what you get in the 4122 kill switch kit. We have two relays here. You're only going to need one of these. It comes with the control box and the wiring. And we also get two wireless remotes, which is really cool. So first thing you're going to want to do is locate your fuse box. This is on the driver's side. We're going to go ahead and open this up. And then we're going to locate the starter fuse, which is going to be number 14, which is right here. This is the starter relay, so we're going to pull this out, and we're going to place it with the one that the kit came with. So I got the factory relay fuse out. That was pretty easy. I highly recommend keeping a hold of this just in case you ever need it again. Now in the kit, there's going to be two relays. And I think they give you two just because there might be a little bit variation in manufacturer, so you're only going to need one of these. One of this says a reverse relay on it, and the other one has nothing on it. From what I've read, I think it's going to be this one here, so we'll go ahead and try this one. So there's only one way that this will go in, so you really can't screw this up. Okay, there we go, easy as that. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the relay and I'm going to plug it into this here on the control box. And this is an easy connection. Okay, got that together. Now what I'm thinking is, because the cover is going to go over this and one of these wires needs to come out of the fuse box like this, well, I got to notch a little section in the fuse box right here so that this wire doesn't get cut. So I think I'm just going to notch a little section right here on the fuse box, but I'm going to keep this main wiring inside the fuse box like so, and then I'll run one wire out like that, and then I'm going to mount the control box with some double-sided tape right here. So let me show you what I've done so far. So I put a little notch here in the fuse box just with a drill, drilled just a little notch here for the wire to go through. I also put some electrical tape on here just to fill the hole and make sure it doesn't rub over time and cause a short, and also just to fill the hole there so water and things doesn't get in. I also tied up the loose wiring and just set it in here. I think this is a good place for it here versus outside the fuse box. Now I'm going to go ahead and put the fuse box back on. Now for this next step, I'm going to take the control box, I'm going to put some double-sided tape on here, and I'm going to attach it right down here like this. Now there is a hole here if you wanted to potentially, you know, screw it in on the side here, but I think doing it right here is going to work just great. All right, there we go. Now we're going to go ahead and terminate these to the battery from the control box. So I think I'm going to follow this wiring loom right here all the way to the battery. All right, so I got it all zip tied up against the wiring loom. Now I'm going to go ahead and make the terminations on the battery. All right, we got the battery all hooked up. And if you guys remember at the beginning of the video, I mentioned that there's two relays. Well, I went to try it, and the relay that I had put in, which was this one, the one that is not the reverse relay, well, it didn't work. So I swapped it out with the reverse relay, and now it works. So this is the one you're gonna use for the 4th gen Toyota Tacoma. And like I mentioned, they include, you know, other relays based on other manufacturers. So at least for the 4th gen Tacoma, you're gonna need the reverse relay. So we got it all buttoned up, and let me just show you how this works in case you didn't see it the first time. So there's an on and an off button. So think about it like you want the truck to start. You would want it on. So that's what that means. And if you don't want the truck to start, you would want it off. So think about it like that, not like you're turning on the relay. Think about it like I'm turning on the truck. I want it to start. So on. So now we're going to try it and see if this works. So we're going to go off. And we're going to start it up, see if it works. Nothing. Will not start. My foot is on the brake. I'm pushing it, but nothing. Okay, now we're going to press on. And my foot is on the brake. And we'll start it up. There we go. Pretty cool. All right, everyone, thanks for watching. Hopefully that video was informational for you. I really do my best to make sure that I have original and fresh content for you guys, something that you can't get anywhere else. So please consider liking and subscribing on this video, and we'll catch you in the next one.